Hi guys, I took the Revel Lion out for a run today. Little 4x4, originally toy grade, but I've modified it for hobby grade up to a point. It's still the original motor. Well, actually it's not. I've had to change the motor a few times, but it's still basically the same motor. It's still a brushed motor, not brushless. And I put a servo on the steering, not ordinary radio controlled servo, so we can actually have proportional steering and an ESC for proportional throttle, and it's actually a fly sky receiver in there. Anyway, had some fun with it today. A couple of minor little problems. The little clips that I'd 3D printed some time ago, one was already broken, another one broke during the day. That's not a problem, because as I say, I'd 3D printed them, so I've just 3D printed a load more. I actually had some spares somewhere, but I've no idea where I put them. So we can replace them with no trouble whatsoever. There's also two there. The other thing was, I have a habit of blue tacking one of my cameras on the side so we can have an onboard view. This was actually pointing down so we could see the front wheels turning. Unfortunately, in the rough and tumble, you might notice that camera doesn't look quite the way it should. That's the other half of the body shell. I did notice that had come off, so I went looking for it. And when I was looking for it, I also spotted the LiPo battery, which was lucky that I found it, because I hadn't even noticed it was missing. So we will do a little bit of repair work. Yeah, that's what I do. I just use blue tack to stick it on the side at a suitable position. So remember it, this does just pull out. Oh, I know, that lifts out, I think. Yeah, that lifts up. And that black center section should hold it all in place. But obviously it let go of that side. So once we've got that apart, we can then have a look and try and work out which is the positive and negative just there and solder it back together. The memory card survived okay, so I've downloaded the video. Obviously, because we're in the middle of the running around and the battery came out, it'll be a shorter video than intended, so we won't get all the jumps and the rest of it, because it was going pretty well. I was quite enjoying myself. So yeah, I'll get close up on there so I can see which way round it goes, positive, negative. Solder that back together. Well, we should be all right. There's a big B plus and B minus there. So I think we can assume that is battery plus and battery minus. So I'll solder it back on and check that it works. All right, we're zoomed in. I just found two bits of black plastic. I don't know where they've come from. I don't think they're anything to do with the camera. So I'm not quite sure how they've turned up on the table. So we'll move them out the way. And just have another look. All right, B minus on my left, B plus on my right. Helps if we're in focus. Yeah, there we are. B- on the left, B+ on the right. On the positive side, it looks like we haven't ripped the track out of the circuit board. Looks like it's just needs resoldering. Which way round would it have been? Probably that way round. If I do it that way round, will it be a problem? I don't think so. Let's solder it that way round. Hopefully that's it. Two buttons on top. That one should switch it on. Blue light, yes. And the other one shouldn't have much effect because it's not. It's telling us it's got no memory card in there. If I hold that in, it should flash and switch off. Yeah. So that looks like we fixed it. I'll put it back together. Right, panic over with those two bits of black plastic. I've remembered where they came from. They were the legs of the black plastic clips for holding the bodywork in place. And then round the camera, I've wrapped Kaptan tape, not because we need its special capabilities, heat resistance and that, but simply because my experience with it is it's particularly good at sticking itself together. The stickiness seems to work really well. Yeah, that's standby mode. Hold it in and that'll switch it off eventually. There we go, we're off. Check the video description. I've got a playlist for these SQ11s. I've got two of them, which is why this one has B on it. B for the second one, A and B, just so I know which one's which. And I think that's it. Job done. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.